If you're heading east to the ruins of Talarain, or heading to the warfront, I suggest you stock up here. Very well.
are grown, are built of stone. Lovingly this place was crafted. You see the lights, the mystic halls of ordered reality? They are the faces of the missing, the embodied truth of the lost souls. There are so many of them. Still, you can see them. They are like pathetic charades. Some with good intentions, and you can't fault them that. But the majority of them are just a hoax. Needless to say, I don't like it here. You could have stayed free and lived a comfortable life, but you couldn't settle the disquiet that haunts people like you.
Hello there. Welcome. Hello there. Out enjoying a walk in the ruins? You'd better keep your blade nearby. Of course, the cradle, an incredible setting, so rich in its magical history. I was there months ago searching for artifacts, but only came across a few random wand components and a reagent or two. Nothing fantastic, but definitely worth the trip. I am a student of the world, my friend. The world. One cannot learn what he wishes to know from books and recipes. No, he must search the countryside for answers. Look around you. This ruin holds knowledge so deep that no one man will glean it. But that will not keep Arion Raff from trying. Ha! An incredible region. One that begs to be studied. Where else can one truly get a sense of the withering war and its dramatic effects on our world? It is endlessly fascinating. We have nothing like it in all our long histories. The Fae are singular in their abhorrence of warfare. It's what makes them unique. Be well.
That does not seem so strange. I'm sure there are many people who in their youth had a similar experience, but of course I am leaving something out. I mentioned the unrest in my soul. I know it intimately. When I was young, I was visited by something unlike anything else of this world. It was an ephemeral, ghostly thing. I called it a divine spirit, for I had no better word to describe it. This thing was not fey, but possessed a timelessness like one. It glowed with an aura of magic about it, but I was not afraid, for a serene peace was born on the countenance of this divine spirit.
One of the Order, eh? What brings you to Helmgard? You've all the scrolls, then? Good. Nasty thieves, them kobolds. Here's your gold, then. That I do. Any soul who's willing can take a contract. When it's done, just come to me. I'll see you paid. Right then.
No vagrants, no beggars, no fae.
For truly, my children, we are loved and blessed by Lyria. Lyria, goddess of fate, who holds the cards that spell our mortal lives. Those she holds dear prosper and thrive, yet the strong and the proud fall beneath her displeasure. Go in peace, be guided and blessed by Lyria, my children.
Come out! We know you're in here. Somewhere. It's over. Prepare to die.
Are they gone? Hello? Is somebody there? Thank goodness. I see I have you to thank. You and my clever hiding place. Can't imagine what those churls were after. He kept barking on about the Warsworn this and kill me that. But now tell me, what can I do to repay you? A brief lesson in the art of locks, perhaps? One of my finest ideas. I built it precisely for times like these. You have done me a good turn, Warsworn. Therefore, I am more than happy to share some of my considerable wisdom in the art of locks with you. Louts and fools! I could see they wanted blood, so I dove for my hiding place. And not a moment too soon. What? Do you mean it didn't work? This is one of my greatest achievements. I recreated that ancient marvel perfectly. I promised that pledge shield. Finnan, that was her name. I promised her. Surely she had permission, yes? She swore to me. Oh, I see. The original, truly an ancient wonder. Surely the combined work of war-sworn craftsmen and luminaries of the Scholia Arcana. For Pledge Shield Finnan, yes. Now, if you will see yourself out, I have a mess to clean up.
If Gwyn's guilty, I'm at Craddock's arse.
I want them laid out for the General's inspection.
Shield.
And not a stain anywhere, do you understand? The locksmith Pledge Shield Finnan, you say? Stole my key, had it copied, handed it to the enemy? We must confront her at once. Ori! Henry! Seize her! Pledge Shield Finnan's in the cells now. Go see if she'll talk. We've got to get to the bottom of this. Hardly fair to hold her accountable when my own key was stolen. Best to forgive and forget all around, I think. What concerns me is whether anything else was stolen. It's not as if I've got an inventory of what's down there. Ought to have worn the damned thing around my neck, or station guards outside my quarters. Never thought it would come to that. I think she will tell us what she knows.
Greetings.
I know I can never make amends for the deaths I've caused. But I will try. I stole the key and had it copied. I gave it to... He swore he worked for the Alfar army, that this could end the war. I knew they were stealing powerful things from that vault. But he said the Warsworn were refusing to use them in the war against the Fae, so we could keep getting paid to fight. A man named Elvin Merrock. I knew him from... That does not matter. He said he's a soldier in Tawili, though we always met pretty far south of the barracks, near the way into the marsh. I knew Elbin from a time before the Warsworn. When he first came to me, I wouldn't even speak to him. But he kept at it, telling lies, offering hope for an end to the war that has so troubled my heart. That's what the mages in Brigand Hall called themselves? I've never heard the word before. Brian was a mentor. He was my champion, and I betrayed him. My sister, my brother, all fought and died in Chloricon. I thought what I did would help end it, not let slip Niskaru and Dalantarth. What have I done? Stealing the key was the hardest part. Every moment, I was sure he would return and notice it missing. Once the original was returned and I had the copy, there was nothing to it. No one suspected quiet little Livia. In the army, as I said. The only place I've ever seen him is with his friends, where Tuwili joins Akatha.
Given this turn of events, you are to find this Merok character. Extract from him what you can. I have other work for Gwyn. Meet her in Rathir when you're done. First, I will have her tend to that vault. High time it was cleaned and catalogued. After that, these mages call themselves Farlungi, right? I'd like to see what kind of footprints that name leaves behind. Did you see the look on her face when we seized her? Hard to tell if it was more fear or relief. Follow the trail, Wolfsworn. Someone copied that key and stole who knows how many artifacts from our vault. Go as far as you can to find them, then meet up with Gwyn in Rathir. For the army, help with the...
Look, when the Castellan curses you... Niskaru? Stolen artifacts? Good gods!
Most pledge shields arrive, get trained, then...
Unlike Graham, you'll have to pay for what you buy. Now, what was my... tally?
Traveling, brother. Headed for Chloricon.
Stay out of trouble.
What is it now? I've told you before and I'll tell you again. We will leave when there is someplace else for us to go. Tell your friends in Emer that as long as the Tuatha burn our homes, we'll keep searching for a place to settle. I was raised in Kol and spent my summers fishing the Tuwili coast. And when the war came, I threw my lot in with General Tolera. May she forgive herself. They claim to be low on supplies, to be unable to spare even the smallest charity. But I know better. I have seen. Unlike us, they have everything they need, and more. Here we are safe from the Fae, all of them. We are simple people. We don't wish to be pawns in the games of immortals, summer or winter. As for Emer, the villagers have made it very clear that we're not welcome. There would be more understanding if they had endured our hardships. I saw them with my own eyes, and I know Tuatha killed my fair share in the war. I am Elrod Edmund, leader of this pathetic band of ragmen. We come from the farms of the Tuwili coast. Go there now, and you will find only ruin. The Tuatha raiding parties terrorized us where we were safest. At home. There are spies among us, my friend, and they must be rooted out. Will you help me? Kill them. What else? I would do it myself, but I must lead my people. They have no hope left to speak of. My strength is all they have. Fine. Then we shall be discreet. There are 3 whom I suspect of scouting for the Tuatha. They are paid in gold. There is no record of their actions. Onred Amphast is posing as a military recruiter, while Froma and Nag are both residents of our camps in the plain. Be careful. Consider all of them well connected. Be swift. Be merciless. Onred lurks in the shade of the Forsaken Plain mostly. Try Amer, or the West Phalanx. Froma and Nag are likely in one of the refugee camps to the east. Good luck.
now. What's this here? A little soldier come wandering down the coast? Sure, I'm a soldier. We all are, or were more like, until we found better use for a sword and shield. You'd better get word to Mad Hast in the customs house. Him and his will want to know. They always do. Dandruff theory. What? Let's put this. Come here.
You look like you've been in some tight spots. There's a bounty out on a damn set of deserters. What do you say? A fact of life. There are cowards and lying rogues, and that's that. But when they up and run with things of value, that's another thing altogether. Haven't you been? You can feel something in you begin to rot the moment you set foot over there. At least I did. I did 5 years in Cluricon. Then I got this post back here, seeing fresh recruits trained and off to war. Look at it. Scarred and singed as a blacksmith's hand. That is what you get from war. 5 full crew of fresh recruits had the gall to get fully equipped on our gold coin before they up and ran. The turntails, arms, and armor we can do without. But I'm afraid we also gave each crew a bottle of bog staunch. That's what I need recovered. Cure for a sickness that strikes some the moment they enter Cluricon. Devilish hard to make. We can't have fool deserters running off with any. So you do, so you do. Find me all 5 bottles, and you've got your bounty. Those fools have run off down the coast, I imagine, hiding here and there. There are things in the air in Cluricon. It doesn't strike everyone, but some get awfully sick their first days there. Bog staunch gets them through it, so we pack a jug with every crew we send over there.
Hello. Erin's always got goods to sell and gold to buy your fen.
Did you think the whole army was across the water in Cluricon? No, I'm afraid some of us are stuck here in Dol they Arn in Rathir. Used to belong to House Arn. but that soft sot that inherited wanted nothing to do with it. His loss, the army's gain. The Freemen are a rogue group of our own soldiers who have grown disenfranchised by the war and decided it's easier to cause trouble at home than to keep the Tuatha at bay. I know they're as cooped up there as we are here, but someday that siege will lift. I want to be there when it does. No one's quite sure why Sully rebelled against us. A lot of the soldiers are feeling fatigued, though, after fighting for so long. That's why most join with Freemen. While it's true we Alpha lead, many humans proudly fill our ranks. All mortals unite against the damned Tuatha Fae. They're not mortal for one, nor sane either. I've seen them firsthand.
May your stay in Rothir be pleasant.
A prayer for our troops.
10 years. This siege has gone on too long.
Lyria, light your way.
Watch maze is just too expensive. May your stay in Rothir be pleasant.
Good day to you. Well, who can I send? I have all these notices and no courier. Fine. You look capable. Stern in the brow, proud of bearing. You are just what we need to deliver these notices. You'll do it, won't you? You've got to do better than the last fellow. There's pay. It's for the war effort. Went and broke his little leg. Oh, Lunala's tears. Hasn't a notion of how important our work is. No sense of the bigger picture. I'm the chief of recruitment, and don't think I've got time to go around handing out notices. Those notices are only the beginning. We're in Rothir. This is the war effort. How do you think we get a steady flow of soldiers into Cluricon? You've got to be organized, and everyone's got to pitch in. Notices of duty to denizens of Rothir selected to serve. The work can be hard, and you've got to, well, look the part. I'll give you a list of names, and you get each of them to accept their card. Easy as that. Well, what do you say? Will you do it? What I need are boots on the ground in Cluricon. I shouldn't say this, but if anyone can't or won't accept their notice, find someone else. Or make them. Whatever you need to do. Take these cards, deliver them to Runir Wesnan, Maywin Wyvern Gif, Aefendel, and Varen Seawine. Almain? Odd. All can be found in Rothir, and I can be found in the officers' hall on the burn when you're finished. You can't fight a war without soldiers. True, we contract the Warsworn and volunteers arrive daily, but it's not always enough. Citizens of Rothir are selected on... Well, the process is secret. Even I don't know how. They're selected, a notice is sent, and they serve. The names are Runir West. Now, be on your way.
Mind your step.
300 in that corner, 110 the other.
All your papers in order, then? Well, you'll need those to move your cargo. Say, you're not a merchant, are you? Or a sailor? All trade in and out of Rathir must pass through customs. And Lyria's tears, how much trade there is! We're buried in it. There's a form for port of entry, 3 for the unloading of cargo, and 4 for loading a ship. And then the various writs of trade. Oh, so many forms. They just keep piling up. Then I get them muddled and Augusta scolds me, and I end up at the sea foam. Can't miss her. She's the gnome right over there, shouting and making tallies from dawn until dusk. When an island is not an island. More crates of goods, soldiers' feet, and mages' robes cross this jut of rock than any other in the Feylands. Why, the tavern around the corner. Always good cheer there, and never so many papers and crates as in the customs house. Step outside and turn northwest. Those docks are open to merchants, which means, by and large, Varani. Where they come from, I don't know, but they come on boats in all seasons and with goods from all of Amalur. Lyria, where did I put the second form again?
Don't miss the Seafoam Tavern.
Tell me, what cost the lot by sea? I thought the metal was taken care of along with the gnome. Go on. Horst will want to hear this.
Let's settle this!
Very heroic, my fine little war swan. You have tracked and fought your way to my very door, but the vault has been emptied and Lord Beeson has flown to Eamon's Isle. You don't even know, do you? Your own history. Well, let it stay buried. Out of your hands, out of mine, and in Beeson's. Fear not, the Farlangi shall bring a beauty terrible and sublime into the world.
That breeze is nice, eh?
Beeson. The Beeson. If it's true he's gone to Eamon's Isle, we must follow immediately. I know a ship's captain here in the city. Hopefully Captain Gomporm isn't already hired. Take this, a token from Delfric himself. We should send word of our discoveries to him immediately. Some say he is a match for Calidus and that he sits on the Orbicant. Either way, He's a mage of considerable power. If he's behind all of this, then I fear this is only the beginning. It was built in the time of the First Sworn. No Niskaric artifacts are stored there, but if the accounts are true, much of our early wisdom was kept in the Stronghold's chapel. The founders of our order long ago, they amassed great knowledge about fighting Niskaru, nearly all lost and forgotten. Anytime she was not on duty, she spent among our histories and our ancient sites. I learned from her what the Warsworn were, and the things we lost. But she never found the secret she was looking for. I wish my searchers turned up half as much as yours. These mages call themselves Farlongi, but no one has ever heard of them. Half of those I spoke to hadn't heard of what happened at Brigand Hall, and they, if anyone, should have. They're supposed to watch for such things. Beeson has cloaked his actions well. As soon as a ship can be chartered, yes. Search for Captain Gonthorm on the docks. If he has a ship free, I believe he will take us. You, bring word to Ancient Delphric. Now, let's get to the keys.
Breeze is nice, eh?
Step up. See what I have to sell. It's my brothers that ply the seas and bring me goods to trade. When I tire of Rithia, I'll wait till they return and back upon the foam. Not a bad sight from the bow of your ship, although I've never become accustomed to the strange ways of these southern Alfar. Darkelfar, or whatever you like to call them, like and unlike to their sisters in the north. Loselfar, that is. The goods here you'll not find the likes of anywhere else. Not without braving the raging seas, at least. Safe travel.